Hello everybody, I am Shepels and welcome back to Let's Play Alien Shooter 2 Reloaded. So we're going to go for a Survivor campaign. And as usual I get to choose between all the different characters, and as usual we'll go for Julius and start a new one because I was playing another one at one stage. Now, the thing to always remember when you are in a campaign, as in like you're doing the actual storyline, if you're playing storyline on hard or impossible, if you go into survival mode, you will instantly have the difficulty reset to impossible, or sorry, reset to normal. So if you go into survival mode and then go back into campaign, if you want to continue playing the game on impossible in the campaign, you need to reset the difficulty through the options because it just automatically sets it to normal. It's a bit stupid the way it does that, but that's the way it goes. So do remember that when you are playing survival mode whilst in the middle of a campaign, it will reset the difficulty of the campaign, because it's by default survival is on normal difficulty only. So like there's no easy, medium, hard or impossible for survival mode, so it just automatically sets it back to normal. So yeah, it's just the way that it goes. Anyway, right, let's get our next weapon, shall we? Which will be the shotgun. I'm going to increase his health. Now this takes about an hour just over to do the entire career, so I'm going to do it in 2 parts, just as that's not one long dreary hour. So just I maximise my health first before anything else, because I need as much health as fucking possible in survival. It's definitely not going to be easy. Now if you've seen my Zombie Shooter 2, you saw I had some fierce trouble with it in Zombie Shooter 2 to actually do this. I never actually did it. I only got so far. I got to the end and that was about it. But I never actually finished it. This was primarily because of the imbalancing with the game Zombie Shooter 2. Like even fucking survival mode was completely and utterly bullshit imbalanced, to the point that I just relied on luck and luck alone. And I got to that boss and I just couldn't be bothered to keep trying. I tried a few more times after, but I just said enough's enough. I'm not going to try and do this, because it literally did turn into something that was just complete and utter just luck. And I was like, nah, fuck that shit. So, but this one is actually much more possible to actually complete. It's not as brutal on you because the balancing is done fucking right, unlike in Zombie Shooter 2. So we're gonna do this, and then as I said, I'm gonna do a couple of rounds of stand firm survival, and then I'll do about two rounds of gun stand as well, and then we're gonna be done with Alien Shooter 2 Reloaded. And as I've said before, I will do Vengeance at some stage, and I'm gonna do Conscript as well, which is the sequel to this. I'll be doing and I'll be doing like a couple of others that Sigma Team have made as well. And so yeah, we're near enough done with this one, but there's still going to be plenty more shooter fun and games from Sigma Team yet. There's still going to be quite a few. Do not worry. Jesus. It would be nice if I could get some ammo for the shotgun though. It's not gonna be able to. It's not gonna be too easy to survive on just my pistol. I'm not used to having such a pitiful pistol anymore. It's supposed to increase bolt. Never mind. That's the way it wants to be about it. Dun 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 dun. Right, so we're finished the first level. There's 5 levels, I think. Right, well, at least I got some ammo now for my shotgun, but I'm not gonna use it yet. I'm just going to wait. Just continue battering away with my handgun for now. There's no major reason to bring out the heavy artillery yet. Alright, so as long as I have ammo in my gun, the double will apply. Okay. Alright, I gotta remember that. For some strange reason, I think that's a bug that they never figured out. If you actually have, you know those ammo boxes, if you have no ammo in a gun, it only applies to the guns that you actually have ammo in. So, because if in the last level, because I ran out of ammo on that, the ammo boxes were only registering for my handgun. So it's a sort of little bug that I think they never kind of copped onto. So yeah, watch out for that one when you're doing survival mode. Don't let your gun run out of ammo, because otherwise the ammo box won't give you ammo for that gun. That's why I'm kind of holding out when using the shotgun at the moment, until I get a bit more ammo for it. But career's fun. It was first introduced in Alien Shooter Vengeance. Alien Shooter 2 Vengeance, I should say. That's when survival career was brought into it. And I always liked survival career. It was a lot of fun, because it does get chaotic, but unlike in fucking Zombie Shooter 2, it's actually possible to do it without relying on complete and utter luck of armor drops the whole time, because the enemies are nicely balanced to the point that they don't fucking rip through your armor every 2 minutes. So yeah, it's far better than fucking Zombie Shooter 2 was. In honesty, like, after playing through this again, it's made me realise just what kind of unbalanced piece of shit fucking Zombie Shooter 2 is in comparison to this. Like, this was brilliant. This was just perfectly balanced. It was, you know, it wasn't so hard that it was impossible, but it wasn't too easy either. And I've really enjoyed doing this one after that grueling fucking bullshit that I had to put up with fucking Zombie Shooter 2. I try my best to enjoy Zombie Shooter 2 as much as possible, but come the end, it's just fucking nothing but grueling grind fest. It's horrible. And well, it's been since uninstalled off my computer as well, because I went and finished it off and did a few last bits in it, and, you know, so it won't be going fucking back onto my computer either. That is for definite. Okay, maybe I need to bring up something else. I'm gonna bring up Rate of Fire actually. But yeah, Zombie Shooter 2 is definitely not a game that's going to be reinstalled onto this computer after it gets wiped, and it won't be installed onto my new one either, whenever that will be. Hopefully not too long. Anyway, back to it. So we're just going to battle out. Kind of playing this really makes me want to just buy Conscript and start playing it. It really does. Because I can't imagine them making a fucking disaster Conscript like they did with fucking Zombie Shooter 2. I don't know what went wrong there really, because they had all the balancing that they needed. They didn't need to Like, this was perfect, you know? They didn't have to go fucking... go do what they did. And just really ramp up the difficulty to fucking stupidity levels. I just don't understand it. All I had to do was take the bouncing from the enemies in this and bring them over to fucking Zombie Shooter 2, and voila, there you go. You know, I didn't have to do anything difficult. There was nothing taxing or fucking complicated about it. It was pretty fucking simple, to be honest. It was not rocket science in any shape or form. I don't know. I just don't understand how they can make such a balls of it after this. After they did so well and balanced everything out so well in this, I just don't know. I guess it all goes down to the fact of what I always said about Zombie Shooter 2, and the fact that it was a rushed product. It was rushed, and I think the balancing compared to this, compared to that, just kind of shows that I was probably correct upon saying that it was rushed. This wasn't rushed at all. This didn't come out until about, I don't know, this didn't come out until about 2007, which would have been about 2-3 years after Alien Shooter. So, you know, they did take care of this, and they really tested it out and balanced it out very, very well. Zombie Shooter 2 just felt like a really rushed product. It just got fucking sent out there. It wasn't good. It really wasn't good. But for any of you that haven't seen my review, of Zombie Shooter 2, I'm just going to, yeah, I'll let my review do the talking, because, yeah, I'm only going to wind myself up, and I'm only going to get angry. Because, you know, it was a pretty big disappointment. It really was. But oh well. So what am I going to do after this, I wonder? I don't know. I'm going to do something. I do have a couple of Let's Plays that need to be kind of finished up. So I might get onto one of them. You know, as I said, I'm probably going to do a few first-person shooters after this. Compared to the amount of videos I've actually uploaded, I'm so fucking far behind on my uploads, it's not even funny. But hopefully that's going to change over the next few weeks. Hey! I hope. Because, like, I'm about... I don't know. It's now the end of May. Probably by the time this gets uploaded, it'll probably be August or something stupid like that. Because that's just how far ahead I am. And it's all because I don't have a good internet connection here, and I have to go to a Wi-Fi hotspot, and I have to find the time to go to that Wi-Fi hotspot and upload it, and, you know, that's just kind of the way it goes. But hopefully I'll find something that will allow me to do that. Will allow me to just upload more videos more often, because you know, it'd be fun for everybody, because, you know, everybody loves a good old Let's Play video. Like I said, I watch Let's Players too. I get great joy out of watching some of them. I've been watching Cryatoy. I can never pronounce his name properly. I just call him Cryot. But Cryaotic. That's how you pronounce it. I spoke about him earlier in this Let's Play series, and I've actually been watching this really, really weird game that he's been playing. He did a Let's Play of it a long time ago, but I'm only sort of found it now, and it's called Corpse Party. It's a Japanese game that was released on PC back in '98, I think, and it was a revised version that was released on the PSP, which is the one He's playing, and there was a sequel and everything to it. And it's quite a long Let's Play. It's 20 something cards to it, and like, you know, Chaotix kind of like me. He just goes with it. He doesn't stick to a time. Some of his videos will be 20 something minutes, some of them will be 30, some of them will be 40. He's one of these, he's like me, he just goes with it and that's it. And Chorus Party is quite a long game. And I think I'm at about episode 10, and it's fucked up. There's no other way to put it. It's a really fucked up game. It was made on the RPG Maker, I believe. It definitely seems like it was made on the RPG Maker, judging by the design of it. Because RPG Maker is actually really good to get those kind of Japanesey games, style games. You know, like the old Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy, say 3, 4, or 5. There's a couple of good games that have been made on the RPG Maker. You've got the likes of the Avion series was one. I haven't played them all. I've only really played Avion. I played the prequel to it, which I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it's free and I can't remember the name, but it's a bit different. But I've played Avion. I never quite finished it. I got a really long way in it, and for some reason I stopped playing it. I can't remember why. There was a reason why I stopped. It wasn't to do with the game either, but there's a reason. I can't quite remember. It was years ago. But yeah, and there's also other ones like Glaxus Force is another one that is made on the RPG Maker. Glaxus Force is a trilogy, I think. I think there's 3 of them. What else is there? There's a couple of them. I can't think of the name. There's a couple of smaller ones as well. I just can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, there's a good few games made on the. There's a couple of also Chinese and Japanese ones made on it as well. What was it? The Witch's House was one. I have played that. I finished it as well. It was quite good. It wasn't a long game. It was short enough. What else was there? There's quite a few different games on there, and I just can't even think what it is. I don't know. It's gone anyway. There's a few anyway that was made using the RPG Maker, and they're pretty awesome games, to be honest. Right. Okay. I'm going to leave it here for this part, and I'm just going to continue on in the next one the whole way through. So I'm going to leave it here for this part, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and have fun.